Welcome to CAN, Caribbean Affiliate News. My name is Siobhan Gobin. Here are the stories that we're following today, July 1st, 2013. From the Caribbean, police captured third suspect linked to murder of the Antiguan-born semi-pro football player. Caribbean Airlines acting CEO resigns. British national fined for drug offenses and handed over to immigration in Barbados. In Trinidad and Tobago, Warner's options, independent, bow out, or new party. Details on these headlines and more when we return.
Since we announced Sign and Drive with zero out of pocket and low monthly payments, cars been flying out of Bronx Honda at a record pace. Whoa! New Accord with zero out of pocket for $249 a month, or new Civics just $199 per month, or save thousands with 0% financing. You never had to leave the Bronx to get the best price on the Honda. Bronx Honda guarantees the lowest price in the Bronx. Bronx Honda, East Tremont Avenue. Visit BronxHonda.com.
Welcome back to CAN, Caribbean Affiliate News. My name is Siobhan Gobin. This segment of the news is sponsored by Total Caribbean Network. Police in Florida say they have busted a third man linked to the murder of Antiguan-born semi-professional football player Odin Lloyd. As investigators probe the alleged role of National Football League star Aaron Hernandez in Lloyd's murder, the police have reported that Ernest Wallace, who was wanted for aiding Hernandez in the alleged execution on June 17th, has turned himself in. According to court documents, another alleged accomplice, Carlos Ortiz, was already busted by police. According to the New York Post, Hernandez allegedly orchestrated the execution of Lloyd for speaking with the NFL star's enemies at a Boston club. Prosecutors in Boston, Massachusetts, charged that Hernandez had texted two out-of-state friends urging them to come to Massachusetts. The trio then picked up Lloyd, took him to an industrial lot near Hernandez's home, where Lloyd was shot 5 times, according to law enforcement authorities. Lloyd's funeral took place on Saturday at the Church of the Holy Spirit in Mattapan, Massachusetts. Hernandez was denied bail despite pleading not guilty to the murder charge. Ortiz is being held without bail pending a court hearing on July 9th, and Wallace has been transferred to a jail in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, awaiting extradition to Massachusetts. Acting Chief Executive Officer of Caribbean Airlines, Robert Corby, has resigned with immediate effect from the cash-strapped national carrier. His resignation comes almost 1 month after the entire CAL board, chaired by Rabindra Munan, was sacked by Finance Minister Larry Huwai following what was described as breaches in governance. In a statement issued to CAL staff members at about 4 p.m. yesterday, Corby said he had tendered his resignation on Friday and the board had accepted it effective immediately. And I quote, "After 29 years in the aviation industry, during which I have seen, learned and experienced much, I close this chapter of my career with a heavy heart but an optimistic outlook. The decision to leave the airline that has been my virtual home for so many years has not come easily, but I do so with the knowledge that my legacy is a strong team at the helm of the operations of the company," he says. Corby, who has acted as chief executive since the departure of former chief executive Captain Ian Brunton in November 2010, observed that the company's fleet rationalization, route stabilization, and competitive success are the tenets for a successful organization. In a statement Saturday, CAL Chairman Philip Marshall noted that the board agreed to Corby's request. 59-year-old British national Nicholas Martin Derrick was fined and handed over to immigration authorities in Barbados after he was found guilty on 3 drug charges. Derrick from Ocala, Florida, arrived in Barbados on the 28th of June about 12:30 p.m. on a flight from Grenada to board a connecting flight to Florida. His luggage was scanned by security and a quantity of cannabis was found in his luggage. He admitted possession of the drug and was charged. He was charged for possession of cannabis, importation of cannabis, and attempt to export cannabis. When he appeared before Magistrate Deborah Holder on Saturday, he pleaded guilty and was fined $700. The fine was paid and he was handed over to immigration authorities. In Trinidad and Tobago, former National Security Minister Jack Warner is contemplating his next political move. Warner said there are three options before him: to bow out gracefully from politics, go up as an independent candidate for the July 29th Chaguanas West by-election, or form a new political party. He is expected to announce his next move on Friday during a public meeting at Pier Road Recreation Ground in Felicity. Based on his decision, Warner said politics in Trinidad and Tobago will take on a new dimension. Warner insisted that his fight is not with Prime Minister Kamla Persad-Wisesa, but the cabal in the UNC, of which the Prime Minister is a prisoner. And I quote, "She, the Prime Minister, said 3 men threw down the government of Panday. Today 4 men will throw down her government, mark my words," end of quote. Following Friday's announcement by Persad-Wisesa in Peposor's village endeavor that Khadija Amin was given the nod to contest the seat, Warner said he had 3 choices. And I quote, "Whether I go up or not, that's a possibility. I could go up, I could not go up. I could have a political party, I could do any one of the 3 things." He said he held no animosity towards Amin and wished her the best on poll day. However, on Saturday, Warner sidestepped questions about the possible formation of a party and its name. He says, "I have nothing to say on that. He promised to reveal all when he addresses the public on Friday." Warner said the cabal that exists in the government will lead the PP out of office if we don't nip it in the bud. He said many people were of the view that the government will not make its full 5-year term in office. Let the people decide. It is up to the people, he says. You are watching Caribbean Affiliate News. We will be right back.
5 million customers use Leica Mobile for affordable international mobile calls, connecting over 2.5 million mobile calls daily, helping our customers stay in touch with their loved ones, whether they be in Asia, Africa, Europe, or the rest of the world. Every 5 seconds, a new Leica Mobile customer joins our growing family, helping you to make affordable international calls across the world. Leica Mobile. Call the world for less.
Stop the music! It's week 2 of our used car blowout month, and this week it's guaranteed credit approval. If we can't show you how to get approved, that car is on us. Log on now, GrecoAuto.com.
Since we announced Sign and Drive with 0 out of pocket and low monthly payments, cars been flying out of Bronx Honda at a record pace. Whoa! New Accord with 0 out of pocket for $249 a month, or new Civics just $199 per month, or save thousands with 0% financing. You never had to leave the Bronx to get the best price on the Honda. Bronx Honda guarantees the lowest price in the Bronx. Bronx Honda, East Tremont Avenue. Visit BronxHonda.com.
I can't believe your mom let you take your car out. This is awesome.
It's time to grow up.
You're crazy.
Little while
Go faster. Stop.
it'll all be alright.
I raised my son to be careful,
Hey, sweetie.
but just to be safe,
So don't you worry.
I got a Subaru.
Love. It's what makes a Subaru a Subaru.
Coleman Subaru, 1710 North Alden Avenue, Ewing, New Jersey, or ColemanSubaru.com.
Welcome back to Cannes. This segment is sponsored by TravelSpan Vacations. A Grenadian delegation will travel to Morocco from June 30th to July 5th to discuss further cooperation in education between the countries. The delegation will be led by Minister of Education Honorable Anthony Boatswain, Senior Human Resource Development Officer Andrew Augustine, and CEO of the National Training Agency, Lincoln Morgan. The group will participate in educational dialogues with Moroccan officials with special emphasis on scholarships and technical education. The minister will also meet with the Grenadian students who are currently residing in Morocco. To date, there are a total of 38 Grenadian students studying undergraduate programs in Morocco. The trip is sponsored by the Moroccan government. Over 200 million people of Afro descent living in the Americas still face discrimination and inequality in spite of public commitment to equality. The issue was discussed at the Organization of American States in Washington, D.C. this week as the Inter-American Human Rights Commission and the Rapporteur of the Rights of People of African Descent and Against Racial Discrimination launched a series of Transforming the Invisible into the Visible. Addressing stakeholders, Assistant Secretary General Albert Ramdin, a Caribbean national, described discrimination as being among the most repulsive forms of human behavior, slicing away at human dignity and hurting the very soul. According to Ramdin, while many countries recognize the problem, discrimination in all forms is sometimes built into an environment and becomes structural. Pointing to the recent adoption of the Inter-American Convention Against Racial Discrimination at the OAS General Assembly in Antigua, Guatemala, Ramdin pointed to the momentum building on the issue and called on leaders and citizens to go beyond agreeing to the precepts of conventions and translate them into solid actions by implementing laws and policies which promote equality, opportunity, and a level playing field. Recounting the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, that all human beings are born free and equal in dignity and rights, Ramdin reiterated the OAS commitment to the protection of equality and justice. The Inter-American Development Bank has approved a $25 million policy-based grant to support the institutional, transformational, and modernization of Haiti's energy sector. The resources include $22 million from the IDB grant facility and $3 million from the Haiti Reconstruction Fund. The grant is the third in a series of 3 policy-based operations focused on providing budgetary support to the government of Haiti as it carries out energy policy reforms. The measures will help strengthen institutional capacity and organization of the energy sector, foster better management and operational efficiency of the state utility Électricité de Haiti, and address problems such as electricity theft and fraud. In coordination with other donors, the IDB is assisting Haiti in its efforts to expand access to reliable and affordable electricity services. In recent years, it has provided the Haitian government $64.5 million to restore the Pellegrin hydroelectric plant's generation capacity and upgrade the power distribution network in Port-au-Prince. The IDB has also financed pilot projects to tap renewable resources such as solar energy in Haiti. Also in Trinidad and Tobago, the National Gas Company will invest $500 million in developing Phase 1 of a two-phase 5-year compressed natural gas conversion plan for all vehicles in Trinidad and Tobago. Minister of Energy and Energy Affairs Kevin Ramnarine made the announcement during the weekly post-cabinet news conference last week. And I quote, "CNG has been an alternative to gasoline and diesel as we have a significant natural gas reserve. However, previous plans to do this have never bore fruit," Ramnarine said. He explained that Phase 1 of the plan would involve the conversion of 17,500 vehicles, maxi taxis, buses, government vehicles, and high-mileage vehicles to CNG. Ramnarine said the cost for the conversion of the vehicles would be covered by the NGC as there will be no cost to the state agencies. To implement this, the minister said a subsidiary company of the NGC would be created. The second phase of the project, which has not been approved by Cabinet as yet, would involve the construction of 22 CNG standalone stations and the installation of CNG pumps in existing stations. The benefit is a saving in subsidy for the government. In 2012, the fuel subsidy was $404 billion. If we reduce the subsidy, we can do other things. It would also free up the fuel usually used locally for export. Also, CNG is a low-carbon fuel, also known as a green fuel, Ramnarine said. The minister also explained that when both phases come on stream, the price of CNG would also be reduced. Currently, CNG is priced at $1.07 per liter. Ramnarine explained that price should drop to $1 per liter. You are watching Caribbean Affiliate News. Stay tuned.
Customers use Leica Mobile for affordable international mobile calls, connecting over 2.5 million mobile calls daily, helping our customers stay in touch with their loved ones, whether they be in Asia, Africa, Europe, or the rest of the world. Every 5 seconds, a new Leica Mobile customer joins our growing family, helping you to make affordable international calls across the world. Leica Mobile. Call the world for less.
Since we announced Sign and Drive with zero out of pocket and low monthly payments, cars been flying out of Bronx Honda at a record pace. Whoa! New Accord with zero out of pocket for $249 a month, or new Civics just $199 per month, or save thousands with 0% financing. You'd never have to leave the Bronx to get the best price on the Honda. Bronx Honda guarantees the lowest price in the Bronx. Bronx Honda, East Tremont Avenue. Visit BronxHonda.com.